Hi, it's Kathy with KathyCraftsandMore. I'm going to show you a couple of journals I've completed. The other day I was in my local Salvation Army. It's a new store, and it's beautiful. But I was in there the other day, and I ran across a couple of remnants, fabric remnants. This one in particular. It's about 12 inches in width, and there's a roll of it. And when I saw it, I was like, this is my mother's kitchen from the 70s. And her walls were this bright yellow color. And then she had these old-timey canisters, I call them old-timey, but with these flowers on it. Loved them. Well, I didn't love them at the time, but I love it now. And this remnant just spoke to me, and I knew it was going to have to be a journal. And I get in, it's vintage 1980, and I just have to have it. Also in the store were two other quilted remnants, so I brought them home too. But I've made 3 journals, one in each of the fabrics, and quilted them. They're already quilted, and I've sewn the edges. But I decided not to decorate them. So these are naked journals. They have 80 pages. It's 20 individual sheets, and so front and back is 80 pages. I've tied it together with a yard of lace. These journals would be perfect for just writing or decorating however you see fit. And I've used craft paper in this one as the backing. I don't know if you can see, but it's double stitched on the edges. And I've used pinking shears on the quilting. I have not glued it. I like this ruffled look, but if you get it, you can glue it, or even add a strip of lace to it to decorate it. Maybe a thinner piece. Yeah, that's up to you. There are coffee dyed cardstock, lined paper. This is a specialty paper in the orange, and it's perfect with this cover. There's coffee dyed copy paper, scrapbook paper, and these are scrapbook papers I've just had in my stash forever. I'm not even sure where they came from. And this pocket has a little lace, so it's really the only decoration other than some inking. And I did that because it didn't line up quite correctly on this corner. Let's see, then there's Atlas page, coffee dyed graph paper, more scrapbook pages, isn't that cool? Lined paper, more coffee dyed copy, ledger, coffee dyed, and I made sure that the coffee dyes are different shades. This one has some pattern. This is an antique vintage children's poem book, and the paper is really nice. There's some pattern on this coffee dye. More lined paper. And since this cover reminded me so much of my mom's kitchen, I decided it needed a recipe book page. So let's see, this one has Lazy Daisy cake and a buttercup cake. You know, the page did not come from my mother's cookbook, but one similar to it. Scrapbook paper in orange. And this is an address book that I found in the same store. Letter J. And I love these colors. Folded it over. Look at that. That's gorgeous. And then the middle page is this decorative paper with the leaves in it. And I've tied it up in a long, what is that? Crochet thread, double layered crochet thread, and a little bit of lace. And you can add whatever you like to it or cut those strings off. It's up to you. And then the other side, the pages. I love this pattern there. And this is just craft paper cardstock that I've attached to the quilting, and it's substantial. It feels really good. And then I have this cool orange button that I've been saving on my desk forever, and so I made a little journaling card for each one of these. Let me show you the others. Here's a journaling card. Now these two have a different backing. Instead of the craft paper, I have 8.5 by 11 sheets of this Tyvek paper, and that's really strong. And I thought that would be perfect for the journals. And I have stamped on it, stenciled on it, and then it has coffee dyed cardstock, lined paper, copy paper, scrapbook paper. This one's got some stitching around. It also has a page from the address book, recipe card, not a card, recipe book page, and the child's poems. This is scrapbook paper with a map, and I've stenciled on the back. Music sheet, lined paper, graph paper, scrapbook, more coffee dye, and the center has that beautiful homemade paper, not homemade, but specialty paper, tied in a bow. On the other side, I wanted to show you here we go, the address book page. Love this, and that goes with the cover as well. In the pocket. So each of these have a pocket page, the address book, botanicals, the specialty paper, book pages, coffee dyed, and I've made a card for each of them. These just some ruffles I make. And I love this one. I went with the yellow. And I stenciled the front. They each have cardstock, coffee dyed cardstock as the first page of the signature. This is not the 70s look to you. Lined paper and different shades of the coffee dye. The child's book of verse. This one's has a pocket. I've stitched around. The botanical address book page. Love this color. Scrapbook paper. There's a music sheet You Are So Good to Me. While I was putting this in, I thought, wouldn't that make a great tuck spot? Matte page. This one I put in upside down. How special is that? And line paper. And the specialty paper in the center. Address book is H. The other pocket. And this one has some writing on it. A little naughty child has written in it. I love this stencil I have with the dollies. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.